Welcome to this episode of Mystery Stamping. Today I'm trying to get back to some of the basics, and so I went super simple with just a few pieces, and I hope that you'll like this. So let's get started. The first thing that I have is, grab it here, is this piece of Misty Moonlight, and it is 8.5 by 5.5, and I scored it at 4.25. And then I have my basic white here, and it is 3.5 by 5. And then I also have, whoops, I thought I also had this piece of basic white that's 1 by 3.5. And then I also have 1, 2, 3 different 2 by 3, 2 and 3/8 circles, and they're out of the same pack of paper so that they'll coordinate. And 2 of them is, just the front and back. So I've got one there, and I just flipped it over to the second one because they always coordinate. And then here's my third one right there. And then it's always optional if you want to add twine or anything like that. I am going to grab my paper cutter real quick, and I'm going to cut another one of those just for safety here. And there, like I said, that one's 3.5 by 1. I have a 2-inch piece here. I cut to 3.5, and then I'll just cut it in half. All right. There we go. I'm going to swap that out because there is, I already stamped on one side of that one, so I'll move it over here for now. All right, so we'll get started with putting our card together. So I'm going to move this out of the way. Circles. And maybe you've already figured out what we're going to do, but fold this in half. Burnish that score line. Quiet my phone. Hopefully maybe that'll not keep going off. I'm going to take that 3.5 by 5-inch piece and add a little glue to that. And we're going to put that on the inside of our card so that we get our, few of our bits and pieces off the counter. Like that. You can stamp anything on that you want, but I always reserve mine for later. All right, so then what I'm going to do, and whether you have yours all be the same or if you have your circles all different, that is fine. However you want, it works for either way. So I'm going to add glue to the back of these, but I'm going to dry fit them first. So what I mean is I am putting my pieces on here. Kind of in a row, overlapping. So I'm going to put my fingers, because I know how much is going to overlap off the card, and I'm going to add glue just to the section that's going to be on the card. I have it hanging off. I'll try to center it best I can. And mine are directional, so I'm going to make certain the directions are going correctly. I'll do the same to this one. Add some glue. This is one of those projects where if you're just learning, it's super easy to do. Or if you've been crafting for a while and you're an avid crafter, sometimes it's nice to just have a few quick and easy cards. So add glue to our third one. So this one's hanging off and that one's hanging off about equal. And then I'm going to add this right here to the center. Like that. I'm going to give that a moment to dry before I do anything else with it. And I want my little sentiment piece right here. And grab my ink, and I'm going to do Misty Moonlight. I'm going to grab a sentiment stamp here. And while I'm at it, I'd like to grab some scratch paper because my stamp is longer than my piece. This is a happy birthday stamp, so I'm just going to ink that up. Try to center it. Didn't look too bad. Close my ink up. I'm going to give that a chance to dry while I'm trimming this. So I'm going to open my card up and see my edges hanging over. And here's a tip. If I just cut like this, I keep cutting my cardstock. So what I try to do is put my scissors down along the cardstock, this top blade, this one here, lay it along my cardstock, and then trim from the bottom, bringing that bottom blade up. And that way I don't cut any of my cardstock away, and I'm just cutting the DSP. Turn it around, do the same. That way my scissors are following a guide but not trimming any of it away. Okay, I'll turn this back around. Grab my dimensionals. Add that. Take my backings off. Add my happy birthday. There, that's a little straighter. You can add embellishments if you like, or you can keep it super simple. So there's one of our cards that we've solved that mystery. And I have another card here to really quickly put together. This one's on Smoky Slate. I grab one of my markers. And I'm using black and white paper, but I'm going to add some coloring to the images here to give it a pop of color. So this is stepping it up just a little bit. There's my phone ringing. Sorry about that. I'm just adding more color. There. So I think that'll work. If not, I can add it here in a moment. So I'll start putting this one together. Just kind of dry fitting them again. I think that'll work. I like it when it lays a little flatter so it's easier for me. My first piece. Let's go together so quickly. Second piece. And our third one with the guitars with a little bit of pop of color. Add some dimensionals again. I'll drop my happy birthday down just a little bit this time. And I have a centerpiece, the inside to put to it, but for right now I'm not. I'll flip this over. Trim off that DSP. And there's a second card. I have a few others here. Whoops. Not the calendar over. Here's another one similar to that one. I just put a different sentiment. I've done it in a lighter color, and then I did one like this, only used a different one of the DSPs from that same pack. So there are 5 samples of this card design. So you can see how versatile it can be. It's quick and easy. You can step it up just a little bit, add a few seconds to add some color to your DSP, or you could even stamp a background stamp before you add it on. You could add some embellishments, but I like to wait till I know who I'm going to give the card to add embellishments or to add additional things to kind of make it more personalized for the person that I'm giving it to. So thank you for joining me for another mystery stamping. We will have mystery stamping again in 2 weeks, and happy stamping. Thank you.